Alrighty, folks. Well, good evening, and welcome to another session of our Princes of the Apocalypse. Here we are with our princes, and I'm your dungeon master, Dungeon Mister, and you guys are the princes. We're all princes or princess. Take your pick.
What's up, Internet?
Hello, Prince Dan reporting.
Hopefully,
Does that make you the apocalypse?
Well,
I literally just pictured Doofy.
aren't we all the apocalypse?
Kinda, yeah.
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 But speaking of apocalypses, you know what won't start an apocalypse? These maps. So if you like maps like the one you're looking at right now, go check out a Patreon. This one's available with many more. Patreon.com/DungeonMR. Go look at it. If you don't like them, that's okay too. But what you can do, if you are watching live, you can spend Penguin points, give little bonuses to the players in real time, well, their characters at least, and, affect things happening as they happen. But speaking of happening, let's talk about what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. So, last time you guys were getting a night of not having to do anything particularly taxing. You were invited to Havoc's camp with his fellows. Some light merriment and music was had, as well as a little boxing match. It was a close match between Orsic and one of the travelers, but in the end, Orsic barely lost by a hair. And there was also apparently some sort of shrine about, but nobody in your troop could quite decipher what the jackal statue meant, or, what it could do, other than being a statue. Honestly, pretty uneventful time for the evening. As you guys were getting some rest, Benji did awake to the sounds of Havoc and his company disappearing into the night with zero trace. Unsure what this meant, you continued to get some rest, hoping it wasn't a trap. Well, it wasn't a trap, but when you woke up in the early hours of the next day, indeed, there was a trio of dwarves showing up, claiming that this was their camp. They had been away on a prospecting expedition in the hills nearby, and it would seem there was something fishy going on, telling you that some goat herders had told them about this spot and that it was safe. Apparently they were wrong. They had been lied to. But as it wasn't your fault, they didn't lay any blame on your party, and you all parted ways as they started to collect their things in their camp. You guys had a griffin to take back to Riverguard. After a short, easy travel, you did eventually arrive before dark the next day. You let Jolly know that there was going to be a griffin roosting there somewhere. He did seem interested in the egg, but there were bigger matters at hand. Jolly told you guys that Zeke and Benji had been requested for a job dealing with a caravan down at the barge right. Uncertain what this meant in its entirety, you guys mulled over for the evening as you got rest in the beds of the keep, as there are plenty of beds to choose from scattered throughout the space. And they're still in the middle of renovating a bunch of it. But that is where we're going to pick up. As you guys, is there anything you guys want to do when you're taking this rest in the keep? Anything you want to talk about? Anything at all? We're just eager to get sleep.
Yeah, Lucky'd like to go and find Orsic.
Easily done. He's one of 2 dwarves in this establishment.
Is Orsic in his room, I assume?
Yeah, where would Orsic be as he's hanging out? Is he getting some ale? Is he just chilling in his room, tending to his armor? What's Orsic up to?
No, I'd be in a public. I assume it's relatively early, not super late. So,
Sure.
Yeah, I'd be in the hall area, hanging out, eating and drinking, and talking to whoever's there.
I'll go up to him and sit down next to him. Well, now, still, Ren, how's the ale? How's the food?
Ale and the food are both very good. It's good to know that I'm not going to get woken up in the morning by angry dwarves for stealing their shit.
Yeah, I hope nobody shoots Zeke in the ass with a hand crossbow again. That was kind of funny, though, if I might say.
And one of the dumbest luck shots I've ever seen.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you for a quick second. I don't know if you haven't noticed, but I'm not that great of a gambler. But there
I
are a few things. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's fun. It gets the heart pumping. But I one thing I do know is keeping my cards close to my chest. And we may be allied with Jolly, but Jolly is no friend of ours. And telling him about the egg probably puts us in a position of more stress than necessary. And I look to you as a leader of this group. I've been led before and I've led before. I don't mind doing either of, and you're doing a fine job. But just maybe down the road from today, we keep what's a part of our group, this team, to our team, like having a very expensive egg.
well, you might be right. weren't uh weren't taught to hide much from people I'd consider my allies, but I guess
Well,
I
is he an ally, or are we just aligned with him because it benefits both of us at the moment?
I, now that you say it, it does make sense.
I just I wouldn't tell anybody how much gold I got on me, and that egg is worth quite a number. I
I
think what was that weird fellow over there at the spire? It's like 1,500 gold pieces. And these people seem like they like their coin more than me.
It is an expensive egg, but I figured it's got a griffin to guard it, and I'm hoping he gets the message about what's going to happen to him if he messes with that egg. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hope so too, there, buddy. But I do want to also add that I think you're a fine leader, and I'm happy to be a part of this troop. So I'll follow you into battle and non-battle scenarios, but just keep those cards close to your chest from now on, please.
Hey, so let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Where you're from, do you let your leaders fall down the stairs?
Absolutely, I do. If they're acting like an ass.
And how do you think I was acting like an ass? I'm going up the stairs.
Well, Steelrand, take a look at me and take a look at you. Who would you want walking up a set of stairs after we just fought a bunch of ice creatures? Would you rather be someone who can go invisible and is really good at sneaking? Or somebody who every breath they take sounds like metal in a iron smithing place?
Well, I'm always used to tackling my problems head on. And if I'm the one up there, then I'm the one that gets hit first.
Ah, see, you want to tackle problems head on, but you got 5 other people here. You have tools at your disposal. If you need to use a screwdriver, use it, not a hammer. If you need to use a pair of pliers, use them, not a hammer. I mean, we literally have somebody now called Zeke the Sneak. And you know that I can sneak around too, just as well as him. I would much rather somebody who was made for going up first and then report back.
Hey, You may be right. And I'll think on it if you do me a favor.
What you got for me?
Next time I fall, you try to catch me.
I promise after this conversation, I'll catch you.
Aye. Well, I'll pull another cup of ale over and hand it to him. And kind of, lift mine up for a cheers.
Well, cheers.
It's serviceable ale. It's not great. It's clearly watered down to kind of stretch their supply, but it does. It's like a Miller Lite, or probably more like a Bud
right.
Light.
I'll give a good chug and look back over at Orsic. Well, when we get to the next town that actually has taverns and bars, I'll buy you a round of actual ale, not this watered down shit.
I'll take you up on that. If you got any more money
Figured
next.
you would. What'd you say?
I said, if you got any more money by the time we get there.
Oh, I'll have plenty of money. Don't you worry now.
Oh, I know you do.
Oh, I know you know. Then I'll get up and prance my elf ass out the door.
Fair enough. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before you rest for the evening? It's there's still work going on. Benji was overseeing for a little bit, or if you want to hit the hay, your call.
Zeke would just lean over to Benji while they're having their ale, and he would say, Benji, this business of the caravan and the barge right in. Who do we know in barge right?
I'll give you an answer to that now. It's written down for you. But it's Nalaska or Thayland.
I believe it's Alaska or Thailand.
That would make sense. Well, work is work. And, I suppose I will retire for the night. And Zeke will scamper off to his room.
I'm going to remember what Nalaska was like last time you saw him. Which one was he? You've been around a bit.
Yeah.
But as night falls over Riverguard Keep, you guys get a good night's sleep. No rain pattering on the rooftops. It's maybe a slight breeze that can be heard, going through the little bits of broken wall in the keep and all the cracks. Pretty drafty. But easily, I would say when you would awaken, there would be a few people kind of outside of the front gate already, kind of, getting some packs together, because they are heading out, it would seem. And Jolly would be out there too.
What is our first destination in this latest, whatever this is?
Who are you asking?
Oh, he's asking everyone.
Jolly would pipe up. Well, go ahead, Zeke. Go ahead.
Benji and I were requested by name at the Barge Right Inn to see to some caravan. That is where I believe we are headed, right, Benji? No?
That's where I'm thinking we're gonna go.
And
Yeah, we're right along with you. It's gonna take us the direction that we need to go anyway.
Jolly would just kind of point at the three that are kind of getting their packs together. Take these guys with you. They need to drop off a few things. They might even go with you on the... If you're all going on the expedition, make sure to bring up that you killed a dragon. And it should go over pretty good. Might be able to up the price.
And by the way, Jolly, this is quite a keep you're putting together here. You know, look around like he's genuinely appreciating it, which he sort of is. Lots of animals. Rats,
Yeah.
cats,
Nah.
I think a few dogs, left some remaining bats,
Bats are
lots
fine.
of animals.
No cats, though. No to the cats.
Oh, you just haven't seen them. Let's just say there's lots of creatures for me to talk to here.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So,
Not gonna lie, I can talk to the rats, too.
if anything were to happen to that griffin egg,
Well, I told your friend, you guys are really, really concerned about stuff. You gotta loosen up a little bit. What do you think? I'm just gonna, like, steal it? I mean, you're partners with some business associates of mine. I don't see why you keep having to make threats when you're the ones that are surrounded. Threats aren't usually taken well where I'm from, so I'd remember that.
Well, I thought you, of all people, would appreciate protecting your own assets. Particularly a valuable one, which you yourself expressed interest.
Yeah, who wouldn't be interested?
So this isn't a threat. This is seeking a mutual agreement.
Sure. Not a threat. Gotcha. He just walks away.
I should have chopped that rat bastard's head off when we had the chance.
No. He is not that bad. He's just a little ornery. But he is a good man.
The three people packing their backs right there. Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, a little weird, but he likes rats. I don't know.
I just ignore all that and continue to look at Torin and then just walk off to pack my stuff up for this trip.
Hey. Thanks for doing that, Torin.
I think it needed to be said.
He needed to hear it from more than one of us. Reasonably sure he's not gonna fuck with that egg, but I hope we don't find out what happens if he does. And I'll go off to pack my stuff.
A couple of the others like, what are they talking about with an egg? I don't know. They're talking about an egg. We had eggs for breakfast. They don't know about a griffin egg.
Doran's just waiting patiently since he doesn't exactly really have stuff.
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before you leave, but the trio will kind of wait for your, safety in numbers and all that. And they do look like they have heavy packs with them.
Well, are we ready to take off?
I'm sure it'd go.
It would seem so. Well, as you guys leave Riverguard Keep heading south with this other trio of travelers to the Barge Right Inn, which is on the same side of the river as the Riverguard Keep. Travel there would be not really arduous, just following the river south until you see a bridge, and then you would see a hill rising south of the road. On top of this hill looks to be a tall wood-walled area, and you can kind of see probably a single silo and barely seeable the roof of a barn over the fence. It does look like it's kind of like a winding, slightly muddy walk up. Little trail.
Just trudges through the mud up towards the gate like he's used to it.
Yep. And the trio seem like they're just like maybe a little bit of a sigh of relief as they've arrived at some place familiar that is not in the middle of nowhere. But as you're arriving with the trio, a guard would call out from the top of the gate. Hey, what's your business? I'm like, hey, Jolly sent us. See, Balon? See him grab, like, one of them rustle through something in their coat pocket. Looks like a coin or something he has in his hand and just kind of throws it up over the wall. And hold his hands up. Okay? Would take a moment before you just see the guards disappear from the top of the wall as the gate would easily open. And one of them would hand one of the trios back this coin. As you can see, another wall within this wall. It's kind of concentric circles of walls. The inner gate is open, but there are paddocks, kind of barred off areas in between the gates, and there would be a handful of wagons, as well as like tents set up, probably to the right as you enter. And you guys have been to the Barge Right Inn before, even though it was a brief stay last time. You've been here before. And Benji and Zeke, you would know that Nalasker can be found at the main building of Barge Right, which is just center back.
Real quick, Lucky asks Orsic, looks around, does he still have the bat head on his back? Or would it be like a skeleton now? I guess it'd be rotted.
Still be a bat head.
Well, somebody here still owes us 20 gold for a Womford bat.
That's true.
Hey. Go claim your bet then.
Oh, yeah, I gotta go find that lady now. Whatever her name was. My memory will come back to me. Take the bat head off of him. And go try to find that lady. God, what was her name?
You knew she was the captain of the guard here.
Yeah, I know I got it written down, though. I'll go look for the captain of the guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. While he's looking for the captain of the guard, what's everyone else doing?
Zeke would ask Vinci, shall we go see Alaska?
Might as well see him sooner rather than later, yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Torn and be like, I'm gonna go keep an eye on Lucky. I don't need him losing everything tonight. And make sure he gets that 20 gold, and then we're out of here or out of there.
Torin nods.
And I'll go try and keep up with Lucky,
All right.
and not like very conspicuously. Obviously, walk up to Lucky.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, I'm gonna come with you to go get that gold.
I look at Orsic. I go, I remembered her name. Her name's Chalaska.
To Alaska. Hey,
Mirren. Or Muruin. They always have weird last names. But yeah, Torn going with Zeke and Benji to see this Nalaska. Okay. I would say Lucky asking a guard or two, it doesn't take long before one of them will direct you to Captain Murin or Chalaska. But they would definitely refer to as Captain Murin. And yeah, she would just be kind of like going on a patrol, like looking at the gates and stuff and the walls of this space. Raises an eyebrow as she sees you.
Well, howdy, Chalaska. Ma'am. I don't know if you remember me, but you made a bet with me about the bomb for bat.
I never forget a bet.
It just, like a yoga ball, just boom. The rotted skull.
It is a very rotted skull at this point. It's been like 5-6 days at least. It's gross.
Yeah.
I see. There was really a bat. Huh. No dragons.
No dragons.
It's a joke. Of course there weren't dragons. Surprised it was an actual bat, not just someone taking people in the night.
I'm gonna turn to Lucky and be like, cards close to the vest time, or no?
Yeah.
I don't have time for cards, I'm sorry. I'm on duty. But
Well,
a bet's a bet. Was there just one, or is it a whole, I don't know what you call them, a flock, a murder?
oh, it was insane. You should have seen it. It was this big ass bat, obviously big, and then a bunch of little ones around it. I think there was actually 2 big bats, but this was the biggest bat. The first bat kind of messed us up a little bit, but it was a good warm up to this bat. But yeah, this oof, it was a whole flock.
Interesting. Well, I'm not one for fighting bats. I'm more into fighting, well, preferably nobody. Keeping order around here. And part of order is living up to promises. So, in that regard, are you staying at the inn this evening?
I don't know, ma'am. I'm just following them, and whatever they do, I'll do.
I will be staying at the inn this evening.
I'll find you and give you the spoils of your wager.
Appreciate that, ma'am.
I don't recall the name. I'm not trying to be rude. Is it Lonnie? No.
Lucky.
Lucky. That's right. And your dwarf friend. I don't think we've actually
Well,
met.
that's
Yeah. Pleased to meet you. My name's Orsic. Orsic Steelrend.
I'm Captain Chalaska Mirren. Well, I take it you were helping with this bat situation.
Hi. Took a few of us to take him down.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your business here at the inn once more? Just coming to make good on the bet?
Coming to make good on the vet. And we're traveling north. It was a good place to stop.
Give me a deception check?
Deception.
She looks you up and down. Well, the roads are fraught with danger. Assuredly, whatever your reasons for being here are, they let you in, and that's good enough for me for now. Lucky. It was a
Yes,
pleasure
ma'am.
seeing this. Is quite gruesome. So I won't keep you, and I won't be keeping the head either. That's yours to do with what you want with, obviously. I'll pay up later.
Where's a good place for me to pitch this?
I would suggest down the hill.
Duly noted. Thank you, ma'am.
It is kind of a gnarly looking skull, like very unique in size and shape. Don't see many bat skulls this big. But
You know what we used to do? We can go bury it in the ground. Come back in a few weeks. It'll be perfectly clean. It's a cool looking skull.
I thought you were going to say it's going to grow a new bat.
The tree of bats.
Yeah.
Nah, just bury it and get the skull without all the nasty shit on it.
We can do that if you want. You want to go start digging with me?
Did you just say dig? Of course I want to go dig.
Well, let's go dig, man. You gonna sing your song? I'll only do it if you sing your song.
We'll go sing the song.
Okay, let's go.
Are you guys just going to find a corner inside, or are you going to go outside?
I mean, it's me, so I'll just go find the most secluded corner I can and start digging
Okay.
a hole.
Yeah. I will say, give me a stealth check, Lucky.
Okay.
Okay. Noted. Well, as you two try to find a darkened corner to dig a hole for this bat skull, the other trio would arrive at the main building. Entering in, there would be, the restaurant kind of bar area to the left, but the front desk, you would see mustachioed, half-elven, what Zeke and Benji would recognize as Nalasker. Seems to be somewhat business clothed, not too fancy, but does kind of hold himself very upright. Raises an eyebrow.
Before we go any further, I forgot, Steven. I get to change proficiency into expertise after a long rest. I know
Absolutely
it's kind of late. But I'm gonna choose perception.
Okay.
Uh,
Noted. As you clearly see Nalasker behind the reception desk, essentially. Zeke, Benji, checking in.
Nalasker! It's so good to see you.
Yes, and aren't you a tall drink of hair? I mean,
Torin looks behind himself like he's talking to someone else.
as he looks directly up at Torin. Without, like, kind of not looking at him, he'll still gaze in that general direction, kind of bend down. Friend of yours?
Yes, this is our compatriot, Torin.
Ah. Well, Torin, it's a pleasure to meet you. 3, okay.
Likewise.
Jolly said there would be a couple more. You know anything about that?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, there's 2 more compatriots of ours that has some business to attend to regarding a bat. Very strange. I
Well,
know.
sure, of course they would tend to a bat. They say the early bird gets gets early, gets the worms before the others. So, if you 3 would like to discuss business, we absolutely can. I can take you to a quick meeting room, and we can discuss some details of what is needed.
I think that would be appropriate.
Looks up at Torin again. We'll take the direct route. No need for subtlety in this one, I suppose. Well, you'll follow me. Kind of snaps his fingers, and an illusion of him sitting at the desk would just appear. Yes, right this way. And he will take you just like maybe 5 doors down a hallway. Opens it to a small little meeting room, which already has like a decanter of wine and a few candles set up. Nice low light in here, like an ominous, specifically ominous looking setting. Come in, have a seat. And he'll gesture at the nice-ish furniture. Like there's a, coffee table. It's a lounge with a couple of tables within it. Nothing super fancy, but comfortable. Not too comfortable.
Gotcha.
Benji sits down and the chair kind of wobbles a little bit and he immediately gets off the chair and fixes, whittles down the other 3 legs and gets it level and sits back down.
Yes, I've been meaning to. Thank you, Benji. I have missed your work.
No problem. Gotcha.
Torin sits on the floor.
As he's still taller than everyone who's sitting in a chair. I guess eye level is a good thing. Well, out of curiosity, what did he mention to you? What did he tell you?
All Charlie mentioned was that Benji and I had been asked for by name at the barge right in, something to do with a caravan.
Well, you see, yes, something or another. I don't know if you've been in many of the towns lately, but much of the trade in the Desserin Valley has come nearly to a screeching halt. And, well, that's bad for business, obviously, and bad for everyone. The valley entirely. So, there have been a few shipments that have been waylaid, mostly going north, and we need to restore faith that we can secure wagons going north and heading south, and perhaps the waters eventually, although I have heard tale of dragon turtle, pirates. I'm uncertain, to be honest, but rumors, hearsay. Of course, it could also be the Harpers. Yeah, I never not suspect them. But Typically by barge. Obviously can't do that, and people are afraid because of bandits and all of that along the road, so I don't want to draw too much attention. Jolly said there were a handful of people who helped clean up that Riverguard keep. I assume that was this tall fellow and your mysterious other compatriots. Or am I mistaken?
No, you are not mistaken.
Ah. Well, if you could handle something like that, then of course, taking a caravan should be no trouble at all. You see, if we were to have a larger force, that just draws attention and makes it people think, oh, the riches are going to be all the richer. And, well, generally that is true. Trying to keep a low profile here, at least where the banditry is concerned.
Understood. And the pay for this would be...
Oh, yes, pay, of course. Well, since you are kind enough to meet me in person, the three of you, I will grant each of you 100 gold each, just for making the trip. Your associates can have 50 gold, and those who have not showed up to meet me. I don't blame them. I can be intimidating. As he is far from intimidating. Like, he's very casual. But 100 gold just for the trip, and 50 to your associates, just for going there. Now...
What about hazard pay?
Well, you see here, I am just hiring you to be there. However, there are 6 wagons, and each wagon is held by a different merchant, or being sent by. And I will say that would be up to you to haggle to them. It wouldn't be amiss if you were to... what is the word? Double dip. I'm more than willing to pay you just to be there. Now, as to their protection, obviously goes without saying. I would appreciate that. However, should you like to make side arrangements with the merchants and tradesmen that are hoping to have their goods delivered, I'm sure you could curry some favor. And coin.
Sounds like an interesting job. What do you think, Benji?
Like the sound of the gold.
Gold sounds very nice. Torrent?
I was more interested in seeing the pirate dragon turtle.
Oh, well, you see, we are sending a barge, but that is, we aren't sending real stuff up there. It's a decoy. So people think the barge is going as usual. However, there's a small caravan going up the long road. And, you know, that's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if everyone can see that the caravans are still running strong all the way to Tribor, then, well, perhaps trade will once again flourish in the hills and the valleys. And we'll all be the richer.
I like the sound of that. Well, sounds like a deal to me.
How about you, tall fellow? What do you say to that?
So you're saying what's good for the female is good for the male?
Is a gander a male?
Yes.
Yes, then, of course, if it's good for a a female, it would of course be good for a male because there's truly, honestly, they're all geese.
But what about laying an egg?
Well, you see, we have a chance here to produce a golden egg, as it were. And with this golden egg that is caravanning, protecting goods as they travel to and from, getting our cut. And we own the egg, and the geese can do as they wish.
Well, I'm in need of traveling north anyway.
Of course you are. Then it is good fortune. I would think no less of it.
And any egg that appeared golden would probably be diseased.
It could be actually made of gold.
Benji's onto something there.
That poor goose.
Maybe it had something to do with its diet?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
geese aside, there are a group of traders down by the gate. You might have seen them on your way up here. I was a negotiator for a few of them. It's some Decembian-sponsored merchant coaster. I think they're called the Rolling Wheel. What original name? Really, they're so unoriginal these days. But we'll go up the long road to Red Lark, and then northward, probably through Westbridge, and finally arriving at Tribor. How does that sound?
I find it agreeable. As long as my compatriots do, I have no problem doing this job at all.
And how many of you are not present here in this moment to be paid?
3 of us.
3. All right. Well, they are planning to leave as soon as defenses were procured, and here you are. So, sure they'll leave as soon as you say go, or as soon as you work out your own arrangements with them, should you like to. Of course, standard, half up front, half when you arrive with the goods.
Now, Alaska, you know that we'll get the job done.
Of course, that is why the standard for you is half up front. Now, typically when we outsource, it's a quarter up front, the second quarter when you would arrive with the goods, and the last half when you would, well, arrive back to know that everything has gone smoothly. But you are trustworthy, and going with some individuals that I know personally. So, half up front, half when you arrive. You need not even bring the wagons back. It is all right with me.
You couldn't do it all up front for an old friend, no?
You can give me a persuasion check. Are you planning to spend the money on the road there, Zeke?
I may have to. I always am in need of supplies.
Fine. I will give you 3 quarters up front, and the last quarter when you arrive.
I will take that.
Notably, this will make it harder to split up the money for your friends, so theirs will be a little bit different. Give them 30 now and 20 when they arrive, whereas you will each get 75 right here, right now. 25 gold when you arrive at Tribor.
Thank you, Nalaska. You see, you will not be disappointed. I promise.
I rarely am with you, Zeke, and course, Benji here. Maybe talk up how you'll be able to repair said wagons should they break down, etc., etc. You know how to sell yourselves. I am merely the seller of sellers. Well, we need not linger on what I do. Either way, they are ready to ripe for the taking. And of course, there will be a small contingent of our protectors that have their own orders. I believe 20? Nope. 10. We are sending 10. And they'll be led by Haler Thermidor. You might remember Haler. He's old soul. Fought his share of battles. Still missing the eye. I guess you don't grow those back. Well, I guess we should have a drink to celebrate. Notably, unfortunately, the ale in the tap room, I warn you, is watered down, unless you want to pay extra. This is the problem with the state of business now. So, I have my personal selection, and he starts to pour 4 cups of wine. And raises his, well, to a good venture, well traveled.
To a good adventure, well traveled.
Yes. And he takes a
As
sip.
everyone is toasting, Torn noticeably leaves his cup on the table. He reaches out into his pocket and pulls out that dirty, funky tangle of string. And he starts to unfold it, holding it between both hands like a net. Then he reaches forward and dips his finger into the wine and rubs it along the thread. It drips down into the middle of the shambles. And what is the weather going to be like over the next 24 hours?
I hear it's going to be probably cloudy with a little bit of drizzle on the warmer side.
And the shambles is just dripping onto the floor. Some dirt that's crusted on it falls off.
Is
a blob of some unknown organic matter. And then he shrugs and rolls it back up into a ball and puts it in his pocket.
Is there something wrong with your drink, friend?
Oh no, it can just be very good at telling the weather.
Certainly. No worries, I'll have someone clean that up. At least you didn't spill the wine, so
The bit of unknown organic goo is crawling away.
We'll have someone fetch that eventually. No worries, still, you have a weird way of doing business, giant fellow. But, we'll say I like the cut of your jib.
Torrin starts to say something, then stops himself.
Well, I will leave the evening to you, and I would assume the caravans would like to leave first thing in the morning, so rooms, of course, are on the house for you. Food, not drink, but I wouldn't recommend drinking in the bar unless you want to be overcharged. Even to friends.
Perhaps it would be better to keep a sober mind for the job tomorrow.
Of course.
I do not do very well with hangovers.
I don't think many people do. Although I have heard... Well, kind of gestures to both Benji and Torin. Giant's blood and dwarven blood probably have some... Well, don't want to assume. You know what happens then. Well, I will see you out. So you can make your own preparations and however you see fit. If you don't see them, I will let them know to expect you in the morning. I'll tell
Torin will stand up.
tell Halo about you. And he'll hand over a single coin purse. Which has 2 pouches in it. And he will escort you out, back to the inn proper, where you can see someone is trying to talk to his illusion. And his illusion is just kind of yawning and nodding. He backs away. I don't want to deal with that right now. Zeke, Benji, good to see you. Mr. Tallman, good to know you. We'll talk later. And he just backs away, as his illusion is still just sitting there nodding and yawning. As someone's like, yeah, and then they went up and they splashed wine? Like, the stains haven't come out of my bed yet. You need to send the cleaning lady up ASAP. And so, it's just someone complaining about their room.
No grumble. It's not very nice to call the cleaning lady a sap. I suppose we should go find the others before they get into trouble.
Yes, that would be wise, I believe.
And as Torin heads towards the door, a medium-sized gray cat with a mild state of scruff on it, but not too bad, scampers past. And Torin goes, "What's up?" And the cat looks up, nods at Torin, and keeps going about its business.
Gives you the cat nod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, easily enough. As Orsic and Lucky, you doesn't take long to bury a bat head. I would say as you're kind of heading back to the center of the inn proper, as the other trios leaving the inn, probably run into each other in the middle of the entire space here of the barge, right?
Did you satisfy your bet?
Yes, we did. How'd y'all's meeting go?
It went very well. We have some gold for you without you even having to be there. And, well, we have a job to do. It is part of the gold, but it is easy. We are just escorting Caravan north.
Oh, wonderful. How much gold do we get?
Well, you get 50 gold, 30 now, and 20 upon return. Or 20 when the job is done, rather.
Each of us gets that. That's a lot of gold for an easy job, huh?
Yes, it is a lot of gold for an easy job.
Foreign is visibly counting on his fingers right now.
It is, I'll be honest with you. It is a sad thing that you are not at the meeting. You probably would have been made more gold, but since you were not, I
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
let
So
you off the
if we don't
bargain.
get as much gold as you, then we don't do as much work.
I know gold is not the question right now. But for me, either way, it's a lot of gold for an easy job. May not be so easy as we think.
I am not a stingy person. I will share proceeds if I need to with you.
I look over at Zeke. I don't care, brother. It's fine.
You don't care about gold?
I care about gold, but I'm not going to make a fuss about a place that I don't know and people I don't know. If I wasn't at the meeting, well, okay, I wasn't at the meeting. I'll take what I get and spend it and hope I get some more out of it.
There you go. That's the spirit. And plus, you made money from the bat head, no?
No, not yet.
No.
I gotta go to the inn. I gotta meet Jalaska.
Chalaska. Would I know Chalaska by any
Yeah,
chance?
absolutely. Yeah, she's the captain of the guard.
Oh, Chalaska! Yes, captain of the guard. I could probably take you to her.
Oh no, we already
Yeah,
met.
she said she'll
told me
meet you
to
there
wait for
later.
her.
It's been
I
like
see.
30 minutes to an hour.
I see. Okay. Well, what now then?
Hey, well, I
This is
think
your.
anybody's got anything else to do in mind? What time are we leaving for this escort job?
Tomorrow morning.
Hey?
I would like
But I-
Zeke and Benji to give me an insight check. Okay. Zeke. From the conversation with Nalasker, it did seem he was insinuating you could probably squeeze more money from the merchants themselves.
That was gonna be my plan.
Oh, that was my plan all
That's
along.
that's why he was saying sell yourself, Benji can fix the
Hey, maybe we tell him about the dragon.
Well, he didn't say anything yet.
Oh, yeah, true.
Up to you guys to say whatever you're gonna say. I'm not speaking for you.
There are several merchants, correct, Minji?
Are you asking? Who are you asking?
I said I was asking Benji.
What'd you ask?
There are several merchants, no?
6, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do we wish to go shake them down now or in the morning?
I wouldn't call it a shakedown, more of a being paid fairly for our services.
Oh, I thought I was using that right.
From an untrained eye, it might look that way, but it's simply, we're all dragon killers and bat killers. Imagine that comes with some extra pay for the experience.
Lucky points at Torin and casts message and just whispers, "It's a shakedown."
Torin nods.
I
That's
call
it.
it the art of making money.
Hey, well, I'm not trying to extort anybody. I just want to get paid fairly for my services, is all. In the meantime, we're supposed to meet her at the inn, eh?
She did say she would meet
Yes.
you later.
Perhaps we should go and talk to some of the merchants?
That's a swell idea.
Got a few extra gold in my pocket. Are there merchants around here?
Yes, the caravan.
Yeah, you did see a
Oh.
bunch of tents and wagons getting ready, it seemed, near the entrance. It'd be near the
Hey, we
like semi-market as the space down here.
Hey, we could go introduce ourselves. I'm gonna lean over to Lucky and be like, "You know, I'm gonna tell him about the dragon, right?"
I lean down really far. Now's the time to tell him.
Hey,
As you would arrive at the parts that are kind of lightly muddied, at least the wheels, getting ready to pack up crates and barrels and other packages. It would seem like each of them has like a strong man, but there would be different varieties of and stylings of merchants that are kind of overseeing. You know, probably you hear one. No, be careful with that. I'll break. Nope. And it's a little gnome talking about that. Careful. It's all glass. Nope. Oh, jeez. And you would hear the shaking of glass. Knew I should have had more hay. I'll get some more. Don't worry. Hey, boy, get the hay. And you would see a little boy run out to go get some hay. When I say boy, he's 12 years old. Child labor.
I'll walk towards the gnome and. Hey, how you doing this evening?
Hey, pretty good. You just loading up stuff. You looking to buy?
Looking to talk to you for a couple of reasons. We've been sent here, me and my friends back there, as part of the escort.
Oh, you with the company? Yeah. What is it? A scaled marin?
I kind of turn and look at Benji. Kind of like, are we?
I would say Benji, you can give me a history check.
I was just gonna shrug.
Benji, you've heard of
23.
a scaled marin. They are the kind of owner of the rolling wheel coster, negotiator for them.
So we're not with them.
You were hired to protect the caravan that they are sponsoring.
Okay, so we are kind of subcontract. Yeah. I'll nod.
Hey,
Oh,
where are we?
great. Assuming there was going to be more numbers. Okay, that's small
There's 5
bunch.
of us.
There's how many?
6. Or no,
Ah.
5 of us. There's 5 of us.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Good to meet you.
Hi. But also might not be interested in what you got for sale before we take off.
Oh, glassware. Gemlin's glassware. And glass panes for, windows. So it's all very precious stuff.
But I ain't got much to do with windows right now. You got any smaller pieces of glass?
Bottles?
Or like flat pieces. Like
Like a small window?
a small window or a small mirror.
Oh, mirrors. I haven't quite broken into that yet. I was debating it for a little bit there. Glass is pretty fickle business. Things break a lot. Well, you gotta temper it just right. Otherwise, things can go awry. You can break a lot of stuff. Explode it, even. I've seen it.
I imagine that'd be pretty painful with glass, but
Oh, well, it explodes when it's in its near molten state. Sometimes. If you've seen a kiln explode, poof. Oh, yeah.
no, don't think it's something I'd like to see anyway.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'll kind of walk off and look at Benji and be like, you ever drawn runes on glass before? That seems like it'd be pretty cool. And then
Benji gets thoughtful for a second. And then she kind of shakes his head.
So, the guys back here and I were looking to talk to some of the merchants of the caravans, introduce ourselves.
Oh, you're talking to one right now. I'm not going with. I'm just sending the glass. Hopefully it gets there.
I mean, there's no hoping if we're there. Did you know that? It's gonna get through. And we'll take care of your glass.
Hey, well, that's good to know. It's very breakable.
Well, our services don't come cheap, and if you wanted us to pay a little bit extra attention, just say the word.
What do you mean extra attention?
No, just to make sure there's
Like,
6 caravans in this
You'll
thing, right?
you'll take care of mine more than the others? Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily that. But just
Well, I mean that's
pay
extra, right? I get more
Yeah.
extra than them, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion check.
Torin looks to Lucky and, without even having to cast message, clearly conveys, yes, it's a shakedown.
All right.
Lucky nods.
5 of you. Give you 20 gold each. Keep a special eye on my card. Gimlin's glassware. It's the one that
sounds like a
rattles a
fair-
bunch.
Just do us a favor and make sure you put some extra padding in there. The roads can get a little bumpy.
I got the boy on it.
I can't be responsible for if the packing is messed up.
Well, it's taking special care, right?
Aye, we are.
Well,
Which means we don't touch the product. We'll make sure that it's packed up really well.
if it
We'll
arrives
make sure
broken,
that-
that means somebody touched it. I know how to pack my glass.
Perfect. And I know how to transport, so we'll be good. And then, yeah, I'll kind of walk off with a grin on my face, and that's about it.
That was a weird exchange. Boy, where's that hay at? You kind of hear him yelling as you walk away from him.
Guys,
There'd be a few other merchants, like one that's loading up. Looks to be cloth. A couple, more than a couple. Actually, one would have like heavy, very clearly heavy crates. Another would have like chests. Another seems to be kind of like barrels and crates kind of mixed together. And the last one would probably just be barrels that are kind of open. Looks like some wood poking out of it.
Lucky, Lucky will kind of walk up and down and just ask, "Well, who's going to be in the front of this caravan? Any takers? Who's going to be leading?"
Well,
Kinda look around. Do you mean which wagon's in the front?
Yes, sir. Which wagon's going to be in the front?
Well, the wood, of course.
Are you in charge of that wagon?
Well, it's my wagon, if that's what you're asking. Special wood's great for carving. Quite easy. The nobles pay out the ass for it. And, well, hoping to get it there. And it should be first to Tribor.
Well, the point caravan needs a really good point man on it, and I'm pretty good. I got keen senses and a sharp eye, and well, those services don't come cheap, sir. I can make sure your caravan gets to Tribor first, with everything intact.
And who are you?
My name's
Sorry.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Lucky Umshade.
Are you coming with the caravan? Is that what's...
Yes. No, sir. I've been hired to protect this caravan, and
Ah,
I'm
well,
usually
good.
the
You've
point
already been
man.
hired. Haha, accepted.
no, I'm only hired if I get a little bit extra from you. And then if I don't, then I go to the back and sit on my ass and let your wood burn.
Let it burn.
Oh yeah, I'll let it burn. My services ain't cheap.
Just give me an
You
intimidation
want to be
check.
first? Oh shit. Let's see. Come on, dice. Ooh.
I told you, Tommy, you should just take a -1 in every skill.
He leans in.
Every.
I'm going to pack some extra water in there, and you make sure it doesn't. I'll give you 50 gold.
Your wood is about as safe could be. I'll see you in the morning. Point, man.
That's me. Well, I'm not going, but the cart is.
I'll be there. Pleasure doing business.
Yeah. They'll pay you when you arrive. When the wood arrives non-burnt. All right?
Flaming arrows come at Lucky every step.
Well, there are other merchants that are piling stuff on.
I gotta go back to the glass merchant and ask him how I get paid, because I didn't establish that.
Yeah, well, when the glass arrives, obviously.
But who do I talk to?
What are you talking? That's a good question. You'll need to talk to a specific person in Tribor.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the Lion's Share. They'll know what to do with you.
Lion's Share. Okay.
He pulls out a piece of paper, writes a note, rolls it up. There you go. Give that to them.
Hi. Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
No, we'll see about that.
Shrug and walk away. I'll walk over to Zeke and okay. The guy gave us 50 extra gold a piece when we get there.
It's 20.
20 extra gold a piece when we get there. Just gotta make sure his glass doesn't break.
Very nice work.
I think maybe.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll pay extra attention to his glass. I'll make sure it does not break.
I think maybe you could go talk to one of the other merchants and maybe pull off a similar deal.
Ah, yes. Perhaps. Zico. Think about it for a moment. And he'll say, but how many guarantees can we make?
The plan is to get all 6 of them there unharmed, right? So we might as well make a little extra guarantees on the side.
I'll see what I can do. And Zeke will walk up to the merchant with the chest.
Okay. This would be one that you would actually recognize, the one with the chest. He's a banker. Larger man, human, has what he wants to be a fine mustache, but is not as fine as you would hope. Definitely like trying to look like he's from money, but not doing a great job of it.
Does Zeke know his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
His name's Carl.
Yeah.
Bonjour, Carl!
Do I know you?
Do you know me? It is I, Zeke. Zeke the Sneak.
I'm not used to seeing you, because you're so sneaky.
Is that the case? So you are sending a wagon on the caravan?
Yes, Alaska has assured me that there will be proper protection for all of my goods. As he kind of like doesn't put air quotes there, but you can imagine him putting air quotes there.
Right. Well,
Are you in this venture?
I am. I am part of the protection team. I could maybe pay a little extra attention to your wagon for a small donation.
Donation? Oh, I see what you mean. Well, he kind of mulls it over. Very loudly humming and hawing. Yes, give me a persuasion check. $13. Well, you could perhaps fit in between some of the spaces within. I could get a cushion or two set up for you so you could, well, be on watch in my wagon the whole way there. No one would be none the wiser. How does that sound?
I would not be seen. I can guarantee you that.
Well, that's the plan. Yes, I'll set you up with a nice cushion or two, and put them delicately betwixt. Yes, say this lodging would cost me 25 golden. Fair?
That sounds fair. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I will have them put a couple of pillows or cushions. Do you require a blanket?
A blanket would be good for hiding.
Okay, can do. Blanket and some cushions. Perhaps just one cushion and a blanket. Yes, that will do fine. Yeah. Hopefully you are as sneaky as I recall you to be. They'll never see you coming, but hopefully it won't come to that.
They will not see me coming. They will not see me in here. And your goods will be safe, I promise you.
That's what I like to hear. Well, I'll run off and get you that cushion.
Thank you. And Zeke will hop off or back to the others. Say, well, I just procured another 25 gold. Not a bad idea, was it?
Making a few extra gold here. It's always a good thing. I've always wanted one of them plate mails, but never been able to afford one. Maybe I will here soon.
Oh, I could just see myself in a nice set of studded leather.
You're wearing studded leather.
I am? I thought I was wearing regular leather.
Hey, you look good in it, my friend.
Yeah. It's like really nice studded leather.
Better quality.
Yeah.
I think my mother might have a set of dwarven plate mail.
Hey?
Yeah, the dwarf it belonged to ran out of our front door screaming in the middle of the night. It's very strange.
I was maybe, you could go talk to your mother at some point and see if she might be willing to part with the armor.
Maybe.
Well, it's worked up quite a thirst.
Was you all done talking to these wagoners?
I am, yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So I'm going to put this here for posterity. So we don't lose it. Those would be the 3 wagons that you have chosen to look out for in particular. I was like, why did I type out gold? Because one of them is gold. One of them is transporting money. But yeah, as you guys conclude your talks and negotiations, head back to the tavern for a meal and perhaps a rest for the evening, or a trek all the way up to Tribor awaits. And as you arrive, you would see Pax checking in as well. Or do they? He seems to
Where
have
you
found
been,
his
buddy?
way.
It's been a long time since we've seen you. Mercic will just shake his head. go back to drinking his drink or whatever. Okay. Not getting a drink, getting some food. So I'll
Wait,
be-
hasn't he been here the whole time? Torn looks around, confused.
Yeah, he finally decided to talk. But that's Pax. I think he's been staring at that eye necklace too long.
Well, as you may or may not be reunited with Pax as you talk as if he's not there with you in the room. We'll take our little 5-10 minute break there. As will they tell Pax what they're doing? Will Pax figure it out? Will they get these wagons where they need to get going? We'll find out in a few minutes, folks, so stay tuned. We'll be back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to it. Last we left off, our troop is at the Barge Right Inn, getting hired for just a simple caravan service. Apparently, trade in the valley has nearly come to a halt, and, well, those at the Barge Right are wanting to invest in it and want it to flourish once more. So, hired you to be the guard, or the main guard, of a caravan so as to not draw too much attention with a small army. Meanwhile, they're also going to send a false barge up the Desserin River. But, yeah. And yeah, as you guys headed back to the inn here, it seemed like Pax was checking in at the same time. As Orsic went to go get a drink. I guess nobody told Orsic that the drink's gonna suck here. Or be very expensive.
Ate some mushrooms and then just came back to the real world.
Just been tripping the whole time.
He Pax wants to know why y'all are like
What does he say?
he just did that mumble thing at him.
I'll take Pax. Then start to tell him. Well, now here's the thing, Pax. You've been tripping for a couple days. We're back where we made the bet for the one for Bathead. The Barge Right In. And we're going to Tribor with this caravan over here. We're doing a lot of work. We're going to need you to be mushroom free, buddy. Can you do that? I'll take your silence as a no. It's great. Does the necklace still work? I look at the necklace. Does it still blink?
It's very insightful.
Give me a perception check. You don't even see a pupil in it.
Did you feed the necklace mushrooms, man?
Do you see a mouth, man?
I don't know. You could do eye drops into the eyelid. You're a weird dude, so you find out weird ways.
That's a good idea.
Oh, shit. All right, man. Just come on, let's go. I'll catch you up to speed, and then I tell him the entire story
What do you tell
up to
him?
this point. Well, I tell him that we're currently escorting 6 carts up to Tribor with the hopes of finding out more information about the delegation that we've been after. And he's been tripping balls and saying not much, which has been concerning, but you know, it's packed. So when he makes his little murmurs, we're just like, okay, he's still alive.
That's how you know.
It's a wonderful dream about a dragon. Didn't end up well for him, though.
No, it didn't. You did a good job fighting that dragon too, buddy.
I think he's chasing it.
Pull out a dragon scale real quick and just like a fishing lure, just be like in his face, see if he follows it.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, it's a dull white scale. As white as the snow. Yeah,
And I look back to everybody else. Like, please help.
Why don't we all sit down and have something to eat and get an early night's rest?
The food's
Mighty
not
fine
bad.
idea.
The ale sucks though.
The ale sucks and it's expensive. So it will be a silver an ale.
I'll drink one, the one that I bought, and that is all.
But your meals will be included. Yeah, as you guys kind of sit down. What are they having for dinner tonight? What's your free meal?
Mutton and barley soup.
Chicken and barley soup.
Mutton and chicken and barley soup.
There you go.
Gotcha. Well, fair enough. As you're having a quiet meal in the inn, within the barge right in, Chilaska would come in, not wearing her armor.
Oh my goodness.
And she would be just kind of plain clothes. Idly walk past your table. As you don't even hear it, but as you're eating, Lucky, you just see a small coin purse appear as she walks by.
Well, I'll be somebody that holds up their end of the bargain. I'll take it and I'll count it out to make sure there's 20 gold pieces in there.
There are.
And I'll take 10 of those gold pieces, and I'll give the rest to Orsic since he carried the bat head around. Say, appreciate you, buddy.
I'll grab it and smile. And, pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure's all mine.
As you guys have a nice meal of mutton and chicken and barley stew. Very flavorful, but eventually head to your beds for the evening. And morning would come just as quickly as the night arrived. And say as you guys are walking back to where you had spoken to the merchants previously, they seem all ready to go. And there is a small contingent of, looks to be troops. There's six half-orc individuals and 6 lightly armored. They're like wearing padded armor, and like the only thing that's metal on them is a helmet. And they have spears. No, they would have swords and crossbows. Whereas all of the orcs are wielding maces and crossbows. But kind of, they're very loose. They're not very organized, but they're all there kind of like standing around. As, yeah, you would also see, it looks to be an older fellow. Who Zeke and Benji would recognize as Haler. Honestly, not too dissimilar to the way Pax looks, just less bushy. Like, definitely bald on top. Kind of that ring around the top, gray hair, missing an eye, and a short, but slightly bushy, white beard. Looks towards you as you hears your boots landing in the ground behind. About time you showed up. I've been waiting on you. Got the horses, oxen, all of them are ready. You got a big fella, an elf, another dwarf, and, are you lost, sir? And he looks to Pax.
Turn around in a circle twice.
That's Pax. He's here with us.
Okay.
You just let him do his thing. He'll be fine.
I'm Haler. I am in charge of this contingent here. Told you guys are under orders from Nalasker himself. So all I ask is that you do your best, keep an eye out. If we go quick, we can do it in 3 days. That's what I'm hoping to do. If we go medium pace, might be about 4 or 5. Hoping for the 3.
We'll start off on the 3-day pace, and I hope to keep it.
These wagons gotta get going where they gotta go. And yeah, you could see 6 wagons. 3 of them are definitely larger than the others. And most of them do have oxen attached to them, but there are 2 with horses, or 3 with horses.
So, the one that Lucky talked to, like, can we set the order for him?
Are you asking this guy?
Oh, no, I was just... If you tell me I can, I was just going to tell him. Or try to tell him what the order...
You can try to tell him whatever you want.
Well, we're ready to take off, then, what order do you got the carts in?
Woodsman's in the front. I don't remember where the others are, but the banker's in the middle. And I think we got the food stuff in the back.
I will put... Order sounds good to me. Let's put the glass in second. So it'll be wood, glass, and then the gold in the middle.
Some places the road's wide enough for 2. And those times it keeps closer knit. So we might, on occasion, spread out. We're still closer to each other in case one of the, I've been guarding caravans for quite a while.
I will lean on your advice then.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
After that, though, we're ready to take off.
Yeah. Well, folks, as he kind of waves his hand around, and most of the caravanners aren't paying too much attention, but some of them are. Like, there might be a driver or two who's paying attention. I'm gonna try and do this quick. Gonna try and get there as soon as possible. Cargo will get there. And, just remember, you're getting paid. That should be good enough. Alright.
Got a job to do and we'll do it.
And he kind of like, well, let's get on the road then. And he won't be leading necessarily, but he will gesture to the other guards to kind of, assign 1 or 2 to each wagon. Or probably 2 to each wagon. And they would be nearby, but not necessarily riding on or, walking right next to. But they wouldn't go straight too far from the wagon they've been assigned to.
As the caravan actually gets onto the road, gets a short distance away from the inn, Torin will just, as he's walking along, look up and he'll make a noise. He'll go, ooh, ooh, ooh. A very short time later, a large owl swoops into the sky above the caravan and begins to circle. I am using a wild shape to cast Find Familiar. And so the owl will circle the caravan, keeping an eye out for anything that looks to be of obvious danger, and will alert Torin if it detects any such danger.
Absolutely. Where's everyone walking in this caravan train?
Zeke's gonna hide inside the bank car.
Okay. Absolutely.
Is there enough room for Lucky on his cart to actually sit, perch type?
No, that would be more of a cart instead of a wagon. So there's 3 carts and 3 wagons technically.
And mine's a wagon.
Yours is a cart.
Would I be able to sit or stand in the back and keep an eye out?
They are packed pretty full. You could certainly try.
I will certainly try then.
Try and sit on top of some of the boxes or crates of the...
Actually...
Isn't his cart all wood?
But they're
oh, wait, no, so yeah,
wood.
yours is in the front. Okay, so yours is... I was thinking the glass one. So yes, that one is a wagon. There would definitely be room for you in that one.
All right. Yeah, Lucky wants to be as close to the front, that 180 view field, just keeping an eye out to let everybody know what's going on.
There is definitely room in that one. And one of these wagons actually is has a wooden cover, almost like a carriage. And that would actually be the food stuff one.
Orsic, seeing Torin call that owl down, kind of it's like, the fancy trick. I was tired of walking anyway. And with a short swing onto my shield, I'll bang it once, and you'll hear kind of a neigh in the background, and you'll see a small, like, piebald, pony-sized horse run up, and doesn't quite look sharp as you would think it would look in the outline. Something looks a little fuzzy about it, but and I'll hop up on the steed's back and kind of ride up alongside the front cart.
That's right. I forgot to give you a horse. I'll get a steed out for you. But yeah, fair enough. How did the steed appear?
Well, it came from like
Handsomely.
a little far away. Nobody really saw it come, but it neighed on its way as it was riding up. And like I said, it's a piebald color, so it's got the mainly white with the brown and darker brown spots, and it's not a full size. It looks like a horse. It has the proportions of a horse, but
smaller.
It's a little small. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not quite like I said. It's not. It's a little fuzzy. You're not
So
quite
it's a
sure
donkey.
around the edges. It doesn't.
Well,
No, not even fur.
Like there's fuzzy small horses. I know what you mean.
Well, no, it's kind of like hazy when you look at it. It doesn't look quite as sharply.
It's a regular sized horse.
It's like
an otherworldly steed.
Smaller.
So like and you can't like anyway. But yes.
All right. Where are you riding this horse?
Beside the front, like shoulder to shoulder, kind of like with the front of the caravan.
And that one would be hauled by 2 oxen.
Okay. So within like 10 feet of the oxen.
Yeah. Easily done.
Thorin considers for a moment showing him what a real horse looks like, but he says no, he's not going to be petty.
Where is Thorin walking in the train?
I suppose towards the middle of the caravan. Occasionally wandering off no more than 20 to 30 feet off of the procession, just checking out the foliage, signs for animals, just normal druidy stuff.
Okay.
He's familiar with this area anyway, but he's just checking on things.
And what about Benji? Where's Benji chilling?
Benji.
Benji is probably just keeping beside the carts and wagons and just making sure that they're staying operational. And if any repairs need to happen, you can make fast repairs.
Any particular wagon? Or like any space within the train? Like front, back, middle?
Probably around the middle.
Okay. And what about Pax? Where's Pax walking?
As acrobatically jumped on top of the middle wagon. And now he's pretending to meditate.
That is the one that Zeke is in.
Perfect.
It's a big wagon. There is enough room for both of you.
He's in it. I'm on it.
On top of the covered part?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Getting a near bird's eye view. The canvas, give me an acrobatics check to see if the canvas can hold your weight for long. keep pretty good balance and you know, keeping your weight more closer towards the what are they called, the beams, the bent wood that the canvas sits on. But yeah, more on the wood instead of the actual canvas itself. And everyone is pretty spread out. It is clear skies. As you kind of start to get a good distance, as the wagons are moving faster than they typically would go. So they are jostling a good bit. So those of you that are in or on wagons, it is very uncomfortable. It is the bumpiest ride because these wagons weren't meant to go this fast. But they certainly are. And Haler would probably be walking around in the middle. Maybe towards the back to keep an eye on things. But the sky does start to get a little overcast later. But you might feel the moisture in the air, like it might rain. But it never truly does. And throughout the afternoon, you start to see kind of well-established campsites off the side of the road throughout. And the first day of travel is uneventful, as you're very close to Red Lark itself. You'll probably arrive in like an hour or two in the morning. But starts to get time to rest the horses, rest the oxen. You don't want to overwork them. So Haler will call out, we're going to stop at the next rest. So make sure you circle. Get the animals some feed. And sure enough, not about like 15 minutes until you see another one of these campsites next to some rolling hill landscape off the side of the road. There would also be, you know, the occasional bits of broken old walls that probably lined these roads once, but no longer. Honestly, probably one of the most uneventful days you've ever, well, had in a while. Other than, I guess, on the way to... Well, you were on task, nonetheless. You do arrive at a campsite as everyone starts to kind of almost like they have a job to do. Setting up tents or feeding animals or, you know, starting to get campfire wood, get a fire started. Like all of the setting up camp as they would, circle the wagons, probably keep the animals like right on the outside of them, but still within light of the firelight as it starts to get lit. And probably a simple, you know what? They're going to have leftover stew from last night at the inn. That's what they brought with them to heat up for dinner for everyone. They break out a barrel of it. It's probably not very great, but lasts for a day maybe.
I've had worse.
Cook it out.
Doran will add a few little herbs to make it more palatable.
And there'd be kind of a combination of tenseness amongst the travelers, but there'd also be, you know, you're camping, you're surrounded by wagons. It's not bad. The weather, like I said, it never rains. That overcast does kind of keep in the warmer air as it. You might hear distant claps of thunder.
finding a spot in a covered wagon. I'm not sitting on the ground.
Okay, some people are laying out bedrolls on the ground. Others are pitching tents nearby.
Nope. Not doing that again.
We'll say the wagons, aside from Zeke, they've been relegated to the driver to sleep in.
Well, finding a spot up as high as I can nearby so that I don't end up sleeping in a puddle.
Okay.
I know it's not going to rain, but I'm still taking precautions.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll set up my tent for 2 people, but stay in my trance on top of the cart.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, Orsic, you can stay in a. There's room in a couple of them. Some of them are bigger than others.
Before I go to bed, or go hang out in my cart, I'm gonna look at Lucky and see what's going on. And,
He's setting up a tent.
oh, he's setting up a tent now. Okay, I thought he said he's going back to his trance. Be like, hey, you want to keep watch like last time? You only need
Of course.
4 hours?
4 hours. Yeah. We got somebody here that wants to stay up for the first 4 hours. I got the rest.
I think we can make sure between a couple shifts, and we'll make sure we get the first 4 hours.
Also, maybe
Torin,
put 2 other drivers or anybody who doesn't have a place to sleep under a roof. I got 2 people can fit in my tent.
Your tent's
Uh,
full.
are you discussing the watch?
I was about
Yeah.
to come talk to you about it.
Torin points up.
I look up.
Oh,
The owl
you
is
might see an owl. Yeah.
Who's ooh? Oh,
He will alert us if anything approaches the camp.
Aye.
4 eyes better than 2.
I will have a couple more on watch, but
Huh.
the owl will never hurt anything. It'll be good to have.
Wow. Owls have a passive perception of 19.
Damn.
That's
Well, I mean,
dope.
Owls do one
That's
thing.
stupid.
Yeah, see things.
Dark vision, 120 feet. Wow. I wish I was an owl.
Are you looking at the old one or the new one?
This is the new one. This is the one you put in my sheet.
The new one has a passive perception of 15.
Oh, this is the one in my sheet.
We don't want the
Aha.
dummy.
And we go
You
with the
did it.
one in his sheet tonight.
No.
Oh, we
So-
tried.
Oh, interesting. Why does it say it like that? But then if I...
Like his spellcasting modifier.
No. That's interesting. Is that from the player's handbook one? I don't know what it is. Owls do be seeing. I don't know. We'll say it's
I'll look it up.
because they only have +5 to their perception.
But creatures and monsters break the rules. It should be 15.
Yeah.
Which is still really good with a dark vision of 120 feet.
Yeah.
Everything else looks correct. Feed. Yeah, everything else looks correct.
I'm gonna need to figure out a stat block for my steed, and I don't know how to do that.
I'll figure it out when we need it.
Okay.
I mean, I have one out here. I'll give you permissions for it. That's one thing. I will also make sure it's done by next time. I'll make a note of it. Right, meow.
honestly, I hadn't thought about it, and then we went on this caravan, and I was like, huh, that looks like it'd be
Perfect time to
useful.
do it, yeah. So it's already set as the base, so what you see, if you look in your journal, it's already set up for the base level to cast it. So that is what it is.
I'm in my journal.
It's at the very top. Otherworldly Steed.
Oh, yeah, way
Yeah.
at the very top. It almost looked like a title. I didn't even look at it. All right, cool.
But yeah. What's your horse doing? Is it sticking with the other horses?
I think my horse is going to be, because it's an otherworldly steed, so I assume it doesn't need to like eat or drink.
Yeah.
Unless
you want it to eat or drink, that's up to you if you want to treat your horse nice.
Well, I mean, I do. If it's
doesn't have to.
You want a giant finger shaking in your face? Shame on you.
No, I would never treat the horse wrong.
I mean,
so
it's up to you if it wants to eat or not. I mean, that's your horse.
Yeah, no. So it's going to hang out outside the cart that I'm on. And
okay.
We're going to say that I got a makeshift feed bag that I put over its ears. It's just kind of sitting there.
You're going to take feed from the horses that...
Yes.
They're going to run out of food. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Tiny little pony.
I don't know. It can eat infinite amounts. Eat more.
We'll cross that bridge.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, what's Torn doing for his resting arrangements or watching? Benji, Pax, Zeke, what are you guys doing for sleep and or watch or hanging out at the camp?
Zeke's got a nice little cushion and a blanket in the banker's van, so that's where he's going to sleep.
That's true.
He might come out to the fire for a short amount of time, but always keeping an eye on the banker's cart.
Yeah.
And then he would retire.
Being smug about his sleeping arrangements, is he?
No.
It'd be a shame if it was covered in cockroaches.
Pax is making sure Lucky's tent doesn't get stolen by sitting in it.
Absolutely.
Benji goes to all the wheels and to make sure tightens all the wheels up and just make sure they're all spinning real good and not nicked up or anything.
They would definitely be nicked up. I'll say go ahead and give me a wood carvers. Give me I guess it'll be a sleight of hand check with advantage because you're proficient with the tools.
Every tool.
Yes. Almost a 20.
15.
With a 15, yeah, you definitely, tighten anything that needs to be tightened or perhaps loosen things that need to be loosened. Oil up the right parts and get it all situated that they're in working order. They definitely took a beating from a fast day of travel.
We should have a good day of travel tomorrow, though. Oh, I'm beat. Go sleep over by Zeke.
Just by his wagon.
No, he's in the wagon.
He's got a little cushion and blanket in the wagon.
Motel 6 in the middle of the fucking...
That is nice. No, I'll camp up with Forsaken Torn.
Orsik's in a wagon too.
I got room in the wagon, yeah.
There's two old ladies with you. Orsik.
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
I'm gonna poke my head in. Oh, seems you got some company there.
They're already snoring.
Yeah, I crawled in here because there was some space. You got another spot with some space we can bunk together. I don't even think you snore as loud as these two.
Oh, probably not. I'll come in. I don't like seeing the stars too much.
Well, I think we might have to find another one, unless you want to sleep on top of me. But the spikes might not be too comfortable.
Oh, I thought you said there was room.
That one
All right.
would be probably the wood wagon.
The
So
wood wagon.
there's probably room in there.
All right, let's go over and bunk in the wood wagon. I think there's
That's the one you're
less-
in right now.
Oh, I thought you said there were. Okay, so all four of us are in here then.
Yep.
All right,
It's close, but there's room.
come on in.
I hop in and I'll arrange the wood into like tiered, almost bunk beds, but not quite bunk beds. And it's all without messing with the wood. It's just all stacked.
Okay.
No holes or anything, or cutting any of the wood.
You might overhear like the occasional quote unquote war story, or someone bragging about how much they lifted the other day, how fit they are, or, how they're gonna be a millionaire after this job, or might even overhear one person be like, "Oh, this is my first job. I'm really excited to be on a caravan."
It's like a red shirt to me.
Yep. But there would be some of them staying up on watches. They would have a rotation themselves, but it would only be like one or two at a time. But they would rotate more frequently. What? You guys leaving it to the owl?
No, I'll take my 4 hours and then wake back up and keep watch with the owl.
Okay.
And I'll stay up a couple hours.
So Orsic staying up the first couple hours then. So
The first two.
So before as Benji gets his things ready, so he's going to sleep before you do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna stay under the tent.
Okay.
Or not under the but
Fair enough.
Benji like scoot more towards the middle and sit near the back of the
Okay.
where I can kind of see out.
Well, in
And stay
that
up
case, Orsic, give me a perception at disadvantage. Torn, give your owl a perception at disadvantage as well. That tracks.
Yeah.
That also tracks.
Well,
Yeah. You might hear some yawning and snoring, and occasional people munching still, late night snacks, or
People munching.
yeah. Or even like the oxen who are pretty close by definitely make noises in the night. The horses are more quiet than the others. As
My horse get a perception check?
no,
Okay.
I mean you pretty much rolled for your horse.
Got it.
Like it's not gonna make if you make 5 million rolls, yes, someone will win. You beat the game. Good job. No, but Zeke,
Yes.
you're dreaming. What's Zeke dreaming about?
Zeke is dreaming about a lavish mansion where he's being waited on hand and foot, and he's eating chocolate eclairs.
All right, yeah, as you're eating this chocolate eclair, it tastes really good, and there's a hint of cinnamon in it. A hint of cayenne. Kind of a nice combination there. Like a Mexican hot chocolate. It's a little spicy. Nothing you can't handle. At first. But it starts to burn your mouth, and you just can't help but, like, you feel like you're sweating profusely. It's like, you know, when you eat something too hot, you get the sweats.
Yeah.
That's what's happening to you. As you blink awake, there's a reason why it's so hot and you're sweating. It's because the wagon that you are sleeping in is on fire.
Oh.
As you can barely make out what looks to be an arrow. Actually, probably a couple arrows with flames attached to them that have pierced through the canopy. As the canopy itself is burning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you guys to a map. You know what we're going to do next?
Roll initiative.
We're going to roll initiative. Does that look about right? I don't know where Torn's sleeping. He's just in the middle of...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Everybody gets a D4.
Oh, that tracks. I rolled 2 on initiative. Perfect.
Yeah, it's fine if you accidentally have them clicked. The otherworldly steed.
Oh, I need to roll
I
a
will say instead of
D4.
everyone rolling a D4, what if
Oh,
I'm going to say Benji roll it, and everyone gets that bonus. That's the easiest way to do it.
What it wants to.
my roll 20 is like laggy.
It probably
No.
hates the map. I'll get rid of one of
Is
them
that-
for you. So everyone will add 3 to your initiative. Does Benji get that bonus?
No.
All right. Everyone else, you can add it yourselves. As yes, there is a fire ablaze. As you can, Lucky, you get out of your trance and hear someone shout fire. You are the first one to dart awake as one of these other people is the one to notice. There's fire in the fire. Yep, we got a fire. Anybody? Lucky, you are up first. What are you doing?
So in my field of view in front of me, I'm just looking left to right to see if I notice anything. Anybody, anything.
Give me a perception check. This will be your action. Okay, with a 20. Up on a ridge in the darkness, you can make out what looks to be figures moving. And what looks to be more occasional sparks as other arrows might be getting lit past the ridgeline.
So to the northeast of where I'm at currently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said a 20. Does the 21 make a difference? Because the 21 popped up on my screen.
No. 20's good.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure, just that.
Well, you have a 21 on your initiative.
Shit. Oh, hey. I guess I gotta scroll down. My bad.
Yeah, scroll down, silly.
Sorry, I suck. I know.
No, you're good.
I will shout out to everybody. Look to the northeast. I saw flaming arrows, and then I will. I'll sit tight where I'm at.
Okay. Initiative 20. Captain will call out, "Protect the wagons!" And he will kind of start ordering people around for the round, as they will all go towards wagons. Some of them... Actually, that guy would have gone over here. A lot of movement to get out. A couple of them do start to try to, like, get some blankets to put out the flames. And everyone kind of goes into a defensive position against all of the wagons. That will take us to Benji. Benji, you get awoken by the sounds of someone calling out, "Fire! You got... fire!" And then you would hear Lucky call out the northeast.
I will quickly roll over, and as I roll into a. As I'm rolling, I scratch a rune into the air, and I fall into it, and I'll peer behind Torin.
Yeah, you'd still be laying down.
Yep. And I'll use the remaining movement to stand up. Well, where? And I'll hold an action to fairy fire if I see bad guys to fairy fire.
Getting ready for a fairy fire. That will take us to Zeke, the sneak. Zeke, at the start of your turn, you take 5 points of fire damage.
So this is a major flyer.
The canopy catches real quick. Like the wagon itself isn't yet ablaze, but the canopy most certainly is.
But it's too big for like prestidigitation, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Zeke is gonna get out of the hot seat. He will. He'll move to here.
Okay, so it will be half of your move. You will have to bonus action or action dash, whatever.
Okay.
To run out of the flames. Like, get up. Run out of the flames.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll bonus action dash. I'll make it there, and that'll be my turn.
Alright. Also, I didn't get Pax's initiative.
I see it. He's at 9.
Oh, okay, there. Okay.
I was confused for a second because you have me as otherworldly steed, but I assume that's just because that's.
I don't. It's because that's what you had clicked.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do I unclick that then?
Well, I mean, it's fine. We know otherworldly steed is you.
Okay.
But that will take us to Torin.
Torin will head up next to this guard, and sort of duck down and take cover. And he will begin to concentrate, and he's going to view through the owl's eyes.
Okay. Looking through the owl's eyes. How high is it?
The owl's probably about, I don't know, 60 to 80 feet circling.
Yeah. I would say it could easily see this troop because they're not in hiding at the moment. But yes, to the northeast, kind of above a ridge line, you do see about 15 individuals. Most of them actually look elven.
Really?
It's just happenstance, but yes.
Okay.
Combination of moon elf and sun elves. There's also a tiefling, a dragonborn, and a human with a cowboy hat on.
Oh, he has to die.
She.
Okay. The owl will then swoop up. And be about 100 feet or so up. And it will just keep circling because I had to use my action to concentrate.
Yeah. But you do see them. You can tell there are 15 of them. Six.
And he'll as he sees them, he will say that to anyone around him. That there are 15 or so on the ridge to the northeast. They're not advancing yet.
They are not. That will take us to Pax. What's a Pax doing? You're in the tent. Pax a million?
Who?
You! What are you doing?
20 feet. Oh. You showed a picture of that thing?
Say what?
Did you show a picture of that?
No, I showed a picture of the cowboy hat wearing woman elsewhere. This is the old guy. He's a veteran.
He's on our team?
Yeah, he's on your team. All the people you can see in this camp are on your team.
And that guy?
He's on your team. He's one of the half-orcs that have been hired as they're running to try to put out the fire.
Alright, 20, 25, 30. I knock on the wagon and tell the two old ladies, the two old beauties, yell out if they need help and somebody else come.
The two guards at the back. We've got the wagons. This one, they're fine. The drovers are good.
You got the wagon. You're gonna put it in your pocket.
Put it in what? What's interesting is they're both. They made both of the commoners wearing the same thing.
It's our favorite.
The other one looks like a guy.
They're just different.
Okay.
Anything else for PAX?
Oh, that's good.
All right, that will take us to a horse and its rider. Orsic, what's up?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hop on the horse.
Okay. Here's a question: did you wear your armor?
I never took my armor off.
Okay. We'll take all of your movement to get on your horse, but your horse can move if you want.
Yep. And my horse is going to move.
Oh, that's right, because you were still on watch.
Yep. My horse is gonna move there, and it's hard for me to see here. We got.
It does have a speed of 60 feet.
It does. I'm going to cast Bless right now on Torn, Lucky, and myself. Yeah, you'll just see from the top of this small little horse, my shield light up, and I'll kind of look at Torn and look at Lucky and be like, "You guys got this. Let's go." And it was to the north that they said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Northeast.
I'm gonna ready a javelin. I'm gonna ready a javelin, and I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep my vision to the northeast, and if I see something, the javelin's going.
At which point, they are just gonna shoot willy-nilly at the top of the round, so I will like everyone to just give me a dexterity save. Lucky, you'll have advantage on this because you are in a tent still. And I will need one for the steed.
So I need to turn on Bless for me, but not for my steed. Is that correct?
Correct. Later,
Okay.
your steed will get it affected by your spell, whatever's affecting you too. Or maybe it'll get healed when you get healed, something like that.
Okay, so that was me.
Nice.
And then my steed. Well, we're just gonna turn off, or I can just roll a D. The D20.
Okay. Does it have a bonus?
Not from me.
It has a +1, so I have 13.
+1.
Okay.
Oh, yep.
So Torin, Pax, and Zeke all get hit with arrows. You each take 10 points of
I'm
piercing
gonna
damage.
intercept on Torn.
Yeah. Wait, intercept. It's not an attack roll.
Okay. I thought it was an attack roll since they shot arrows.
Well, I was. It's a dex save. They shot a volley, so it's not like it's
All right.
they're blindly shooting. They're not attacking anyone specifically, and so Pax, you cannot deflect this either because it is not an attack. I mean, I know technically it is, but technically it's not because they're not using attack rules.
Them's the rule.
If you have evasion,
Unless you have evasion. Which I think you get later. When do monks get it?
Like level 7 or 8.
It'll be later. But
Was
that will
I
take
able-
us...
was I able to see where all the arrows came out of?
No, they were just shooting blindly.
So I don't even have
Oh
a
yeah, you
range
saw
of where they're
they
coming.
were coming from the ridge. Like all along the ridge line. To the up here.
And cover didn't help because it was a saving
Can I use
throw.
a key point?
Yeah, it's too far.
Yeah, I'll give you +2 to your cover, but that wouldn't help you. Because you did say you took cover. Yeah, so this ridge line up here is where the arrows came from. All along the ridge. Lucky, you're up.
I am going to cast Fall Cloud.
Okay, where at?
Before I do that, do I see? Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna cast Fall Cloud. There.
Where?
It's a 20-foot, like, like right in
Okay.
that square.
Okay, right before that little ridge.
Or like, kind of like, does it have a height or does it matter?
It's a sphere. So it's
a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, right there actually. Nope, but back down to the right. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And that's where I cast it at.
Okay. What does it look like as you cast Fog Cloud? I don't think we've ever seen it before.
Just you just hear some weird incantations from Lucky, kind of like he's gambling, and then all of a sudden, fog just appears out of nowhere and like in front of him. And then I will, let's see, I will move from place to 5 is would climbing up, like if I were to get to there, do I have to climb up?
No, that's just to show an incline.
Okay.
Like, but the ledges, that's like probably like a 30-foot ledge here.
Okay. So I'll move to there. And then am I allowed to like see anything, or is like that an action? Like, can I see anybody?
You saw where the arrows came from, clearly, because you were focusing on that previously, so you know where they came from. You just don't see anybody because they're over.
But now that I move closer, do I not? Okay.
If anything, you would see them less. Like, you know, if you get close to the ledge, you can't see over the ledge less or more.
Yeah. All right, yeah. That'll end it.
And they are, I will say they're not right at the edge, so they're not seen as plain as day.
Okay. And it's nighttime?
It is nighttime. You would
Am I
disappear
invisible at this point?
Yeah.
Yay!
That will take us to Benji.
Tommy's favorite thing.
Uh-huh.
Right. Let's go ahead and I'll walk over here, and then in my last 10 feet, I'll jump over to here with the ring.
Okay.
That's all I can really do for this turn. I'll do it.
All right. that will take us back to Zeke.
Okay.
'Cause these two would still be trying to put out the fire, but they're not having a great time of it.
Where are they getting water from? Or are they just
They don't
trying
have.
to smell
It's
their...
like, yeah, one of them might be using a water skin, and the other's trying to use a blanket to stifle it. But it's growing at this point, as the wagon might actually. It's starting to catch fire.
Look.
You had one
I
job,
wanna-
Zeke.
I know, I want to help them, but I just don't know. I'm gonna try to help them.
Okay. How do you want to try to help them? Not necessarily
run over.
of like a specific procedure, but like, what is he trying to direct them, or is he trying to do it himself, or?
He's trying to direct them,
Okay.
and
I'll say give me a persuasion check then. This will be your action.
okay. Ugh. That's a
As
bad
they
one.
can't hear you over the roaring of the flames.
Alright. Well, that's that, so... what did I do?
In fact, they would both be getting burnt too at this point.
Yeah. I am going to... bonus action... dash away from the fire.
Okay.
It's out of control.
That'll take us to Torn. What's a Torn doing?
Thorn will move up the ridge to there. And he will take the dodge action.
Okay.
And then he will mutter something in giantish under his breath and cast healing word on himself.
That will take us to Pax.
Lord, do I have the delay again? Did you see me move my token?
You're up next to Lucky.
Mm-hmm. It didn't roll my healing word. Keep going. I'll just manually roll it.
Pax, what are you doing?
What's going on? He's asking him what's going on.
Who are you asking?
4-6.
Okay. Does Orsic respond?
Fancy horse, can you talk to us slowly, dude?
His internet
Hey, what's
dropped.
going on?
He'll price his. I don't fucking know. They're up there on the ridge. Fire.
There's fire down here, too.
Because there's a raging fire nearby.
I'm gonna ask this guy what's he doing.
He's trying to put the fire out. He's like waving a sheet or a blanket, trying to smother it. But every time he keeps burning himself.
Pack's gonna tell him to not burn the blankets because it's gonna be winter soon.
Alright, am I here?
You're here.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
My whole internet dropped off my phone and everything. Alright. What did I miss?
Pax is running around asking everyone what's going on.
Are you my mommy?
Pack, he's gonna start giving the blanket guy advice on how to wave the blanket.
Yeah, give me a persuasion to tell him how to wave a blanket. Seemingly, they're listening to this guy a lot better than they were listening to
That's it.
to Zeke. As they're like, oh yeah, like this. Oh, so I just put it on like that. As the fire
Yeah,
does start to recede a little bit.
and move your hips a little more.
Oh, like this? Like, and I put it there. I put it over here.
Yeah, left and right.
As his
and
hands are
left
still
and
getting
right.
very burnt.
Okay, just like that.
All right. That's gonna take us to Orsic.
Orsic is going to run. Is that hill something I could run up?
Yeah, it's just to show
Okay.
elevation.
Okay. But this is a cliff up here.
Yes, that is a 30-foot cliff there. The ledge, the ridge.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I guess could I instead run this way?
Through a tent.
I jumped the tent. Alright.
Amazing.
So we'll go.
You can certainly try to. You're not going to jump the tent, but what you could do is trample through it if you want.
No, we'll do. There's 50. And then. I guess we're gonna go there.
And this fog cloud is like in the air, essentially.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for, some cover as I try to get up
Yeah.
towards the ridge. And then again, we'll hold an action looking. No, we're gonna hold a dodge or block. That's what we're gonna hold.
Okay, getting a dodge ready to duck behind your horse.
Yep, and I think that'll be it.
All right. As the fire is still slightly growing, it hasn't grown more than last turn. But it is in danger of burning this cart down. Oddly enough, there's a moment where there's no arrows flying. Uncertain to who your attackers are, uncertain their goal, but there is trouble afoot on the way to Tribor. And that is where we will end tonight. As there is got one night already.
Trouble.
Losing the most expensive wagon right now. Maybe. We'll find out. Find out all that and more next time, folks. We'll see if this wagon can survive and if They will catch the culprits who've done this. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.